Okay everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. In this episode we are going to take care of a couple more side quests that are among my least favorite in the game, but they're things that need to get done because this is a complete 100% playthrough. Now one thing you'll notice is that my C buttons have, well, first of all, let's get rid of Navi. Yep, trying to tell us we should move on to the water temple. We will do that in an upcoming episode. So you see how my C buttons, I have all my bottles are now empty? I also went to Kakariko Village into the bazaar and maxed out my quiver of arrows at 40. So we need that because we're going to be doing the Big Poe side quest today. I may do the obstacle course, that's the second one that I might do. It all depends how much time it takes me to actually do it. So if we go in the room where we smashed pots as a kid, if you remember when we first became Adult Link, I told you how I believe this was the guard from Child Link's timeline, and if you talk to him a second time, he'll ask what's going on, and he is the Poe salesman. So basically if you catch a ghost in a bottle, which you can do as Adult Link, he'll buy it from you. So card has 0 points, and basically what you need to do is you need to collect 1,000 points. I don't know if you talk to him again, will he say it? Nope. So if you collect 1,000 points from selling Poes to him, you can get a good item, which is going to be the 4th bottle. So the way you get those 1,000 points is throughout Hyrule Field there are 10 big Poes. They're ghosts that are larger than normal, basically. And what you have to do is you have to shoot them with your arrow while riding Epona. And every Poe is worth 100 points, you catch all 10, and all of a sudden you get the 4th bottle. So I'm going to show you the locations of all the big Poes. I'm not going to show you all the times riding around because, quite simply, some of these Poes are going to take multiple attempts to get. So first things first, we are going to whip out our ocarina. We will play Epona's song to bring the horse to us. And then I'll swap that. You actually don't need the bottles in your inventory. I just like to see them full. So there you see Epona riding towards us. Doesn't matter day or night. You can basically hunt the Poes at any time. And I mean, you really could just do one bottle for the Poes. It's a lot easier to collect 3 at a time. So the first one you can see in front of us is the sign for Hyrule Town. All we do is ride toward it, get a little speed burst with Epona, and there a big Poe jumped out in front of us. I don't know why I pressed start. And you can see it's right here. So I don't think we can get info on it. So just walk into the Poe and it'll say, you defeated Poe the Ghost. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Yes, we do. Caught a big Poe, sell it at the ghost shop for a lot of money. So we'll just hop on Epona, we'll return back to the ghost shop, and I will show you what happens when you sell a Poe to the ghost salesman. So that happened kind of quickly. I probably should have explained it a little more. With these locations, what you want to do is you want to be riding Epona, and you want to kind of get a little bit of speed going because the Poes will try to fly away from you. You can see I did miss one shot with my arrow. And you gotta hit him twice. The first shot will stun him, and the second shot will kill him, and that'll be that. So if we go in here, we will try to sell the Poe to the guy, and if you talk to him, I don't think he says anything. No. So what you gotta do is you gotta Z-target him and present him with your bottle. And if you do that, he'll say, oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting. It's a big Poe. So he'll buy it from you for 50 rupees, so it'll max out your Giant's wallet. Just another reason why rupees are pretty much worthless at this point in the game. And he'll put 100 points on your card. And now he says if you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. And that 1,000 points, like I said, is needed for the 4th empty bottle in the game. So that's the first big Poe. Now I'm not going to show you me constantly going back and forth between the Poe salesman. What I will do, however, is I will show you the locations of big Poes number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's about 3 of them, I'd say, that are really, really tricky. And I'll probably show you me missing a couple attempts just to show you that it does happen. So the second big Poe, you're going to want to head to Lon Lon Ranch. And right as you get to the entrance, you're just going to want to face off to the west. And we're going to run basically between Lon Ranch and this tree right here. So I got Epona here. I'm going to give her a couple carrots to get her going. Or one. And you can see there's a big Poe right there that I'll miss. Okay. So once again, I get to show you this really early. That's me missing a Poe. So what you want to do is you just need to wait a little bit of time. I'm just going to run back towards the tree. And we'll just turn around. Poes don't automatically, eventually they'll do a kind of a turn and dissolve into nothingness. And they're not immediately available. You have to wait a few seconds. Maybe even 30 seconds or a minute. So now I got it lined up again. We'll try this again. We'll get going. And there's the Poe. And I'm just... Come on. Come on. So, there you go. Dissolving into the wall. So that's me showing me missing Poes. So next thing I'll show me getting this Poe. There we go. And that is Poe number 2. So I'm going to hop down off Epona. And we'll walk into the Poe. And once again, it says the same thing, so we'll catch it in a bottle. And I'm going to head off to Poe Location number 3, which is over in Gerudo Valley. Now, Gerudo Valley has 2 of the hardest Poes. For some reason, one of them's not supposed to be hard, it just is for me. The other one is a pain in the ass and is probably the most difficult. So I think we'll actually go for that one first, just because it's such a pain. So once you run to Gerudo Valley, you kind of want to get this little fork in the road. You kind of want to stop right here. Nope, stop Epona. And the issue here is that you kind of got to run through this green space to make the Poe appear. But because it's in a canyon, the walls are so close, you really have to be on point with your bow. So we'll try it. And you can see right there and right there, it spun into the wall. So you can see how this one is a pain in the ass. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go repeat this, and I'll bring you guys back once I've actually caught it. Attempt number 4. Oh my god, I suck. Attempt number 9. 1, 2. Finally, thank God. 9 attempts to get this bastard. But we got him. And that's probably the hardest Poe in the game. So now we're going to attempt to get his brother. So we're just simply going to turn Epona around. Okay guys, sorry for the weird edit here. I just wanted to... the way I actually recorded the previous part wasn't how I wanted it. So you can see I have a full 40 arrows. I did have to go get some more arrows. I'll show you where to go after this Poe. So right now we're going after Poe number 4, and you can see there's a tree right there. Some people say run to the right. I find running to the left of the tree and the wall is the best way that makes the big Poe appear to me. So what you want to do is you want to bring Epona over here, and then just kind of have her facing a little bit away from the tree. Get a running start. And of course that happens. Once and twice. So I run to the left of the tree, get a running start with Epona. And here we will collect Big Poe number 4. So, yep, you want to catch it in a bottle. So, yep, okay. So now I can go return these 3 Poes to the ghost store and get 300 more points added to my card and 150 rupees. Now, there's one thing I want to show you in case you don't know. If you run out of arrows, you can run through the bushes and get some, but the easiest way is to head to Kakariko Village, and I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so here we are in Kakariko Village. Look up here, you can see that face and the weird writing. This is the bazaar. This was in Hyrule Market Town, but now it is in Kakariko Village. And you can talk to this guy, or you can just look here. 10 arrows for 20 rupees, 30 arrows for 60 rupees, or 50 arrows for 90 rupees. So it is actually a little bit cheaper just to go the 10 and 20, or 10 and 30 route, because we only have the 40 arrow quiver. So that's where you can go to replenish your arrows if you need to, and you probably will. Alright, so I will meet you guys at Poe Location number 5. So in the northwest corner of Hyrule Field, there is a stream that's kind of running, and if you run through one of the black bushes, like this one right here, you will notice a big Poe appears, and it immediately disappears off into the wall. So what you want to do is you want to simply turn Epona around, just wait a minute for the Poe to, regenerate, and run towards this bush, towards Hyrule Field. And you can see 2 arrows. I thought I was going to lose that one, but on the first shot, this is Big Poe number 5. So we'll catch him in the bottle, and the next 2 that we're going to get are going to be located in the southern part of Hyrule Field, near Lake Hylia. Bastard. Okay, so we're in the south part of Hyrule Field, near Lake Hylia. You can see there's a green tree here with some bushes directly in front of it. So you want to get running, and Big Poe number 6 will appear. So we'll just collect that and move on to number 7. Okay, Big Poe number 7, you can kind of see a boulder off to the left ahead of Link. So what you want to do is you want to run through the 2 trees that surround it, and this will make Big Poe number 7 appear. So we will go sell our Poes, and next I will be back to show you guys Big Poe number 8, which is going to be located between Kokiri Forest and Lon Lon Ranch. Now, I know it may be hard to see, but off to the right there is Kokiri Forest. There's a gray boulder right there in the ground, and if we turn to the north, there is Lon Lon Ranch. So what you want to do is you want to line up between the boulder here and that little, I don't know if it's supposed to be a hill or whatever, and just get a good running start. And that is Big Poe number 8. Okay, so here we are. There's this rock wall, which is to the direct east of Lon Lon Ranch, and there's a trigger point up here for a Big Poe. So if I run towards the center, you can see, to the middle, you can see the Big Poe kind of appear, and you can watch the Poe fizzle out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait just a second, and we'll ride forward, and there is the Big Poe number 9. So, south of Zora's River, north of Kokiri Forest, there's a little fenced-in area here that leads to a point. And if you run to the center of the point, a Big Poe appears. Now, you can try to snipe him from there, but it's really difficult. So what you want to do is you want to turn and face Hyrule Field, and when he appears, run off and chase him. So if you time it right, you can kind of get a running start to keep up with them. And there's shot 1 and shot 2. So there is Big Poe number 10. So now we have all the Poes. We will ride back to the Poe salesman, and I will show you what happens after we trade in our last Big Poe to him. We go trading in our last Big Poe number 10. He will buy it from us. And once again, give us 50 rupees, but as you can see, our wallet is already maxed out. I'll put 100 points on your card. If you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. Wait a minute. Wow. We have earned 1,000 points. So, we are a genuine ghost hunter. Is that what we expected you to say? Well, we really didn't think about it. Because of you, he has extra inventory, so this will be the last time he can buy a ghost. So, okay, yep, just give us the bottle. So, don't worry, he didn't forget his promise, just take this. And that is the 4th empty bottle in the game, and the last. So if you talk to him, you'll see he'll try to hit us with his stick. And he says, "Hey, young man, what's happening today?" He says that he's still buying Poes, so I don't really know. Poe hunting really isn't fun, so that's pretty much it for me and Poes. Now that we have the 4th bottle, I just want to go over the bottle inventory with you guys real quick, and it's something that I will take care of before continuing on with the water temple. So now that we have 4, I would recommend putting a bug in 1, because we need, we're going to need a bug for at least 1, maybe 2 more spots. I have 2 magic beans, but I think we only need 1 bug. And these 2 I would put fairies in. Remember, you can head to the fairy fountains anywhere in the world. I like to go to the Lost Woods because it's really right there as you exit the Forest Temple area. And then the 4th one, if you remember the Biggoron Sword side quest, in fact, I may even show this when I do it. If you go to where you gave the odd mushroom to the lady behind the potion shop, now she'll sell you something called Blue Potion, which restores both your life and your magic. So I might get a bottle of that just in case I need it later in the game for magic. I don't think I will, but you never know. So now we have all 4 bottles. You could continue on with the main quest. And okay, so there is one annoying side quest out of the way. And it's just annoying because sometimes those Poes can just be really hard to find. The next annoying side quest is the Malon Ranch obstacle course. Malon set the record in the obstacle course of 50 seconds. So if you can do 2 loops of the obstacle course in less than 50 seconds, the quickest I've ever done is 49, so you don't really have that margin of error, she will give you a prize. So we're just going to ride into Malon Ranch, and I don't know if I showed this before in my video, but if you talk to Ingo now... Okay, stop trying to ride into the wall. He'll say, "How are you?" He's Ingo. He feels so honored to be allowed to work here. So yeah, he's done a complete 180. Now if we ride on over to Malon, I don't know if... I actually haven't talked to her from the horse, and if we Z-target her and speak to her, she'll thank you for the other day. She hasn't even asked us our name. We tell her that our name is Link. And all of a sudden, she remembers us from, yep, once again, it's 2016, you can't call people fairy boys, Malon. So she talks about remembering and blah blah blah, and her dad coming back to the ranch. And she tells us that Ingo's fear of Ganondorf is the reason that he was a douchebag for, 7 years, but whatever. So he went back to being a normal, nice person. Okay, now her dad's coming back. Can't believe it, but peace is returning to this ranch. It's all because of us. Yeah, we're a fucking hero. Thank you, Link. Now if we talk to her again, will she do it? So yeah, she says, "Opponent looks great. If you were able to tame, looks like you were able to tame her too. How about trying your skill on an obstacle course? She'll time you for 2 laps. It's pretty challenging. If you miss jumping a fence in the proper order, you'll fail. How about it? Do you want to try? Let's go." Current record is 50 seconds. Try to beat this record and she'll give us something nice. So basically the obstacle course is just jumping fences. So there's some short fences and some tall fences. It all depends with your carrot use, basically. So she'll start us off. And I like to use 1 carrot. Maybe 2. Jump over the first. I'll use another one, jump over the third. 4th one, we're good. 5th one, we're good, but I'm still going to use a carrot. Now we get to the bigger ones, and I like to use a carrot before these bigger ones. And you can see right there that's something that happens a lot. You simply don't have enough speed, so you will run into a fence. Now, if you run into a fence, you're pretty much screwed. You won't be able to make up the time, so I just like to run around it and jump over the next fence, and it'll say you need to jump them in the correct order. So that's how you do the obstacle course. So she'll say blah blah blah, make sure to jump him in the correct order, and if you go stand by opponent and speak to her again, she will ask about trying the obstacle course. So I'm just going to keep on doing this, and I'll cut out all the misses, and I'll just show you guys my record-beating time. Attempt number 4. So I'll use my carrot to start off right here. And then we'll use another carrot in front of this fence. We'll just use a second one for these two. You want to hug the wall. And we'll use a carrot for this fence, one for this fence, and another one for this fence. One thing I forgot to say, as I use my carrots and jump over this fence, sometimes you, well, that probably screwed up my time. Sometimes you won't get the carrot in time. It won't register you as having used it. So opponent will just run into a fence even though you used the carrot. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Probably not. You never know. So we gotta use one on this fence. Oh, this might actually work. Come on. Use the carrots. Go, opponent, go. Boom. 49 seconds. Only took 4 attempts. Oh, you need carrots at the end. You need carrots to kill that time at the end. 49 seconds is the new course record. I don't know if it's possible to get 48 seconds. I've only ever gotten 49 seconds. Present's a little too heavy to give us here, so she's going to have it delivered to our house. And that's our house in Kokiri Forest. So, yeah. I'll just hop on it. No, I don't want to do it. I did it once. No, just let me climb. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. I don't want to talk to you, Malon. Just let me get on the goddamn horse. Okay. So now we can ride out of Lon Lon Ranch, and we will head back to Kokiri Forest. So I will meet you guys back at our house in Kokiri. You can see that it's now becoming twilight in Kokiri Forest, so we'll just go to our house, which is right over here. And if we climb up our ladder, we will see Malon's reward for us, which unfortunately isn't... Nope, I'm gonna stop myself right there. Yep, it's our very own cow. We can play a Poes song, and the cow will give us Lon Lon milk. But as I've said many times, I don't really have the need for Lon Lon milk because I use fairies and whatnot. So, if you like using Lon Lon milk, there you go. You got your own personal cow now. So that's your prize for beating the obstacle course. So, we're finally going to head to Lake Hylia in the next episode to continue on with the Water Temple. I'll probably start the Water Temple next episode, but I highly doubt I will finish it, because it is a very challenging dungeon. So, just want to recap, those are 2 of my least favorite side quests in the game. The obstacle course is just annoying, because you'll use your carrot, but the horse won't jump the stupid fence. You have a very limited window. I've never gotten 48 seconds, I've always gotten 49, so you literally have probably less than a second of total time to actually beat Malon's record. And the Poes, you know, there's those few Poes spots that are just annoying, and you're trying to shoot them from riding horseback, so sometimes the Poe will go one way, opponent goes straight, so you have to, like, go left or right with your bow, and it's annoying. It's a 100% playthrough, that's why I bothered. There's sometimes I played this game, I haven't even cared about the 4th bottle. So, that's all for this episode. Like I said, next episode we will start out for Lake Hylia and beginning of the Water Temple. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If any of this helped you, go ahead and smash that thumbs up, and I will see you next time.